Connie says her son is lazy and fears he is throwing his future away. But Dylan says his mom needs to chill out and let him live. Connie, what is your biggest fear for Dylan? And what does this fear, where does it stem from?
Yeah. Well, Dylan went through some of the toughest times of my life with me. I got the divorce from his father. I moved around a lot of times. It was just very unstable, his living arrangements. And then one day his brother committed suicide. And, you know, ever since then, I've seen Dylan in a downward spiral.
Oh, Dylan. Can I ask how long ago?
April 18th of 2014.
Okay, so it's been a couple of years, but it still hurts you so much.
I can't look at his face without just feeling lost.
Dylan, did you feel that your mother wasn't an emotional support system for you?
At the time, yes, because
why.
I feel like she was more invested in her relationship with my stepfather than she was in caring about me and caring about my family at the time.
Had you started to move on to a new relationship?
It was a relationship I had already been in,
Okay.
but we were having some rocky times, and yeah, we were working through a lot of things.
So, Dylan, since then, do you feel that you are still struggling with some depression now?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
And how are you coping on an everyday basis?
Marijuana mostly.
Well,
That's what I
did you
think.
ever go to a psychiatrist to get an evaluation?
I went to, a psychiatrist, and they gave me Wellbutrin. But when I was on the Wellbutrin, I couldn't sleep at all. It gave me too much energy.
Yeah.
And, like, I just wasn't the same person as I was, so I had to get off of it. And then that's when I went back to the marijuana.
Okay, so there are many other different types of medications, and Wellbutrin is only one type. There could have been other ones that work for you.
Connie, how do you feel listening to Dylan say that he doesn't feel like you were there for him when he lost his brother?
I wish he would have told me. You know, I did all that I could, and as he said, I didn't have that connection. Although very sad, I didn't know what he needed. He turned inward, got very withdrawn, and I didn't know. I didn't know what he needed.
A lot of kids at 22 live at home. They're still trying to find themselves. They don't know quite what they want to do with their lives. You know, it's not like he's 42, he's 22.
Right.
So might you be putting too much pressure on him?
I feel like with Dylan, if I don't, then he won't do anything. That's how I feel. So,
But he has a job. He said he works as a pizza delivery person, and he had a job for a year as a correctional officer.
barely making his car payment and insurance payment, but he couldn't put a home over his head. He couldn't pay his own bills. He can't pay his own cell phone bill. I'm paying that for him. So how is he going to support himself? I just want him to be able to afford a roof over his own head. So I don't have to worry about him. I worry sick. I'm anxious.
I don't think he's too young to have a game plan now.
Yes,
Right.
it's definitely
No,
time.
I'm not saying he's
Yeah.
too young to have a game plan, but we're
Right.
just trying to figure out, you know, at 22, we want to make sure that mom is not pressuring him.
She didn't even go to college until she was 28. And she's pushing it on me now when I'm only 22.
What's with the judgment?
Yeah, well, I was raising 3 children, too.
Connie, can I ask, what would you like to see for Dylan's future?
I would like him to at least say what he wants to do, have a concrete goal, and then start achieving it, take steps toward that. And in Ohio, marijuana is not legal. So in order for him to get a better job that could get a roof over his head, he would need to pass a drug test.
Right.
So that's why it's important to me that he does get clean for a while from
Well,
the
maybe you
marijuana.
shouldn't smoke either. That would be a good role model for your son.
Well, you know, we could take a test, Mom. You want to
Once
take a
a
test?
year isn't good.
I'm ready.
Let's ask Dylan, what do you see for your future?
I'll work anything. If it's a job, I'll work it as long as it provides me with
But what
stability.
makes you happy? That's where you need to start thinking. Where do your interests lie?
Because I think that more than anything else, Dylan, that's what your mom wants for you. More than anything else is that she wants for you to start, you know, planning a future so that you can support yourself. She doesn't want to see you just living in a room playing video games
Smoking
and kind
dope.
of gelling out. You know what I mean? She doesn't want you to be a slacker.
Right.
Okay? And next time she tell you to get some Chinese food, you better go.